gotta go, you could with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to get back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend, or I can show you how to trick. What is this love?
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. On one sideline, the head coach of the Bears. These guys looking at one of their last chances to right the ship after beginning the year 0-4. Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And away we go from East Rutherford. Holmes now to return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
It just feels like a season so far off the rails, I can't even see the tracks anymore, Kate. Now the outlook is really 1 week at a time, trying to find that first win. Just got to get gritty and tough. If he's got to be the one, it always sparks it for him.
He's going to be brought down right at the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. All set to go now from the 35. Williams off the play fake. To the sideline it goes. He's got to be on the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. Just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
On play action. Williams. Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
It's now third down.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. And they get to him again. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. So the Giants out and get set for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
They'll run here on first down. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
From the gun, here's Dart. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on third and long. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. On first down, they'll run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds the in route complete. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and two, Williams. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. They'll send out the punting unit. He fields this at the 18. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Blown back, it's the handoff. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another carry for him. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Ruben Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down. To the line, here's third and 3. Darts out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, here's Dart. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Dart going to throw again. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hand off to the back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Catch is made in close. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-goal block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics. Like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to come.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate, and I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming to it. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
First down, Bears.
First down throw by Williams. Rolling left, buying some time. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. On the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10.
Bears, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Giants offense all set to get started. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and we're on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in an RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Quick run to the outside by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's in plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Complete out to the right. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first time out.
It's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Bears about set for their next possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game.
Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Giants. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
Yeah, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Giants using their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. All set now. 1st and 10. That's completed out to the right. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. On the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 9.
They give it to him again. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Darts looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Holmes now to return. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A nice run here past the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
A gain of 21 yards.
First down, Williams. Finds him over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, put some air under this one, right side. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the 2nd half. Starting from the 5. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this 2nd half. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They're going to take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Loss of 8 brings up 2nd and 18 at the 36-yard line.
Working now from the gun. One's complete, right side. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Bears going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down there in the dime set. 3rd and long for him here. Drop off to by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Their punter making his way out now.
It's 4th down.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Williams. He's going deep. Across his body, and they make the interception. Picked up by Deontay Bates.
Williams pass intercepted.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Give now to the running back. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. the 20. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Right up the gut. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back to the well again. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Burden. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Plowing up the middle. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. Where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. To throw, Williams. There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Going play action with Dart. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And the Giants are going to have the first down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Just a field goal aside so far as we enter the final quarter of play. First down from the 42. Darts out of the shotgun. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 33-yard line.
On the gun, here's Darts. Rolling into enemy territory. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds, just shy of that 10-yard line. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Inside the red zone. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Leads to second and
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
makes it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up.
You're starting now. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Holmes now to return. He dodged the tackle. And he gets out beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. We've got the Bears back out on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
This is back complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Number 10.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They'll run now on second down. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Markers are reset. Here we go. Going with the 44.
The 44-yard line.
First down. Williams to throw.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Back to the line they come. Second down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Back to throw it. That's caught for the first. They make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Williams on first down. Cut out left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 31-yard line.
Running back gets it on the draw. Defender gets you right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush a passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Bears trail by a field goal. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
A 47-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. Stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trying the right side. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Ruben Hippolyte the second with the pick. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And after that pick 6 just moments ago, Brock, they now need a touchdown of their own to tie this game up.
Sure does. They need to stem some of that momentum. As quarterback, you just...
It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And I imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He's battled interceptions all season, and here, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a give running right. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Setting up to pass. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease. But back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
They'll look to throw it. Finds the in route, complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. You've got to keep moving quick here. And he fakes the spike. So the Bears take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.